California is home to many communities of plants that can't be found anywhere else in the world. Urbanization is gobbling up much of the state's natural landscape, leaving less habitat for a variety of species. One small solution: landscaping with native plants. On any given day, 1 million tender green youngsters are potted up and awaiting homes at Tree of Life. Co-owner Mike Evans shows off the 40-acre nursery nestled amongst gigantic sycamore and oak trees.
This area right here that's planted with a fountain and flowering plants, we actually designed this to be a pollinator, insect-friendly garden. Just a demonstration area for the people to walk out the store and have a look at what they could do in a very small area. Here's blue-eyed grass. This little conejo buckwheat brings in little pollinating bees and wasps. It's endemic to the mountains near Malibu, only grows there. That's actually an endangered species.
Evans points out a short bush with trumpets of iridescent purple flowers.
Penstemon heterophyllus, that brings in the hummingbirds. The butterflies love this verbena. By building these structures that look like old California adobe and the big trees, is when people come, we try to say, look, this is what California should look like. This is what it did look like. This is what it can look like. It's in your power. It's in your control to make your little piece of California look like California.
What are the environmental benefits of growing native plants?
Lower water use and providing habitat, cover and berries, etc. for birds. When we do that, we benefit even more than the environment per se, in that if we have a little piece of nature, we can interact with it and connect on a regular basis. Just this connection is something that makes our life better.
Do these plants need lots of pesticides?
No, you almost eliminate the need for pesticides. And then less runoff.
And just generally less use of fertilizers.
Absolutely. The plants are very efficient at getting nutrients up from where their roots are. They're tuned into this climate zone, this weather pattern, these soils. They don't need all the input that ornamental plants from other parts of the world need. Mike
Evans bends over a young plant sporting bold yellow flowers, their fuzzy centers bursting up toward the sun.
This is island bush poppy, Dendromecon. This grows on the Channel Islands. It's a wonderful plant. Flowers all year. That's no lie.
Has the business taken off? Is there more demand for natives in the last decade?
Definitely more demand, and because the supply is getting better, the demand is getting greater as well. Say 20 years ago, there was this cycle that was vicious, and the architects and planners claimed that they would like to use native plants, but no one was growing them at a scale large enough to supply those jobs. And the big growers, they claimed they did not grow native plants because no one would put them on the plan. One of the roles that we played is we came in and just started growing them.
Do you have any kind of estimate of the growth that you've had in your business?
Yeah, I'd say at least 28% a year growth, very consistently. That has to do with a lot of factors, I think. The population in Southern California is growing. A lot of the development and the housing and the building is occurring now bordering native areas. And as a result, builders are required to use native plants in the buffer zone or as the interface into the native community.
So you're getting more business on native plants because more developments are going in and ripping out habitat?
This is a big irony.
Indeed, Tree of Life itself may be uprooted in the not-so-distant future. Mike Evans says the land the nursery leases from Rancho Mission Viejo was recently rezoned for commercial and residential development. In San Juan Capistrano, Ilsa Setziol, 89.3 KPCC.